This is the Cancer April 2017 forecast reading. It includes your love and relationship as well as a general career and a soul path evolution reading. We're going to start with your love and relationships. The first card that shows up is the card of the blessing. I think for Cancer for April, this is a blessing in disguise because this is coming up in a lot of private readings too. Something that occurs in April, which at first may seem a hindrance, a bother, a bump in the road, a challenge you do not feel like, is actually going to be a blessing in disguise. The next card that comes up is the Queen of Bedlam. So that's why also I tend to say this is a blessing in disguise. This is going to frustrate you. There's no two things about it. You're going to get annoyed. You're going to want it to just go away. You may even feel your temper fraying. This card actually suggests going and finding a kitchen sponge and chopping it up into tiny little pieces to get rid of your frustrations. But you are going to feel frustration with this situation where relationships is concerned. But that final card that comes up is the Speaker of the Truth. And somebody is finally going to get to speak the truth. Now, if this is a permanent partnership or relationship, you're finally going to get your say. You're finally going to get it off your chest, and you're going to find that this will improve your relationship. So whatever it is that crops up, that gets your knickers in a knot, that gets you upset, that gets your temper frayed, understand that it is coming up because it needs now to be dealt with. And when you finally get to the point of frustration where you decide you really need to say something about it, first go cut up the kitchen sponge so you can say it with an even temper. You're going to find your relationship will improve after that. And because you finally get to discuss this issue, you can finally resolve it. It's probably a long-standing issue. It's probably something that has been simmering under the surface, and you're finally going to get the opportunity to clear it up. And those of you looking for partnerships and relationships, you may be finally going to get to speak to someone about what kind of relationship you want, or why you're not having a relationship, or what's wrong in the relationship sphere. And you're going to get some answers which you may not 100% like. Remember, when this truth is spoken, it's not always something we want to hear, but it's going to be a revelation for you. It's going to change your ideas and the way you go about finding a relationship. So it will be a blessing in disguise. Pay attention to what gets said to you. Even if the truth is not what you want to hear at this time, or not phrased the way you want to hear it, this is a blessing. It's going to change the future of your relationships. The guidance that comes through for you, for your love and relationships, the first card is that of expression. The second card is confidence, and the third card is transformation. The expression card says expression unleashes and empowers your inner creative energy to flow forth. You will find when you are not articulating what you feel you need to say, that it will clamp down on all areas of your life, especially creatively. And creatively is not just painting and art. Creatively can be the way you do your work, the way you clean your house, the way you dress up in the mornings to go to work. That's all creative, and you will find yourself being inhibited in that way, frustrated in that way, because you're not getting to say what you need to say. The confidence card says, confidence is having the belief in yourself to keep going and the self-assurance to get there. So you've got to trust that what you are feeling does need to be said. Obviously, the way in which one says it plays a huge part in what the end result will be. But be confident in yourself, confident enough in yourself to express yourself clearly and honestly. The transformation card then says the process of self-transformation will open your eyes to the timeless truth of yourself. So you're going to be facing up to some truth about yourself as well, something that you perhaps don't like, or something that you prefer done another way, or something you didn't even realize bugged you that much. But in realizing that, in expressing how you feel, there's going to be transformation. It's going to be a process of transformation, self-transformation, that's going to make a difference to your relationship life. Now we have a look at the sequence of events, or a sequence of events that will take place in April that will impact on your life. The first card you'll see is the snake, then it's the house, and then it's the swans or this love card. Now, the three happen together. And the way they follow one another is how the story plays out. So there comes the snake again. So yes, something is bothering you. You feel like you've been betrayed by somebody. You feel like someone's not living up to your expectations. They've done something which is genuinely bothering you. It's within the home environment. It's where you live, in your neighborhood, on your estate, and it definitely has to do with relationships. But you're going to be dealing with it because that final card is the card of true love. So you will be dealing with this, and the final result will be that you feel that resurgence of love for your partner, or the love gets rekindled. And those of you looking for partnerships and relationships, even though you've disappointed, rejected, hurt, whatever the case may be, you're going to find new love in your home environment, true love in your home environment. So it might start out rocky for Cancerians at the beginning of April, but it does end on a high note. Now we look at your career and your general forecast reading, and the first card that comes up is the card of balance. Now this is always about taking the middle road. This is about finding the equilibrium. So this energy is also playing out in your work, your career, your family sector too. You're going to need to consider everybody's opinions here and then find the middle road, the peaceful road that will work for everybody. It also says, this card also always says, don't rush it. In other words, a balance of everything. Negotiate with yourself first what you'd like to say. Negotiate with other people as to what the middle road will be. The next card is the Queen of Autumn, and it says, be practical with respect to how you proceed. So that always means think it through a bit, maybe even bounce it off somebody, and be practical about your expectations as well. Sometimes our expectations, especially if we keep them within our mind for so long without speaking up about it, can get a little bit way off the mark, or a bit exaggerated, or people are not going to be able to live up to them. But that card also says the ability to make anything more beautiful. So whatever situation is occurring in your career, work, family life kind of sector, you can fix it. That theme is running throughout your reading. You're going to need to strike the balance. You're going to need to say what needs to be said, but you can make it right again. It is distinctly possible. And then the final card is the Hermit. And that is about looking inward eventually, more than anything else. And it's about your spiritual growth. And I think what happens after all of this is that you do take a bit of time out from people. Probably after all this, you're going to need a bit of time out. And you're going to look inward, and you're going to start experiencing a bit of that personal evolvement or spiritual growth. But you're going to need that quiet time, and you're going to find towards the end of April you're indeed going to be getting it. Now your spiritual evolution card is the Waxwing, and this speaks about also speaking out, about saying what needs to be said, about balancing give and take. So these are recurring themes through your reading. And on a spiritual level, what you are needing to do is you are needing to express what you feel. But you are needing to understand that what you give or what you take needs to be reciprocated with giving. So it's got to be a give and take situation. It can't all be you expressing what you say and expecting everybody to change to accommodate you. One knows that, but this is sort of just underlining that again. But it's very important in April for you, Cancer, to speak what is on your heart. Okay, not on your mind, on your heart. Right, if you would like a personal or private reading, or if you would like my all-time favorite reading that I absolutely love doing, they are going so well. The more of them that I'm doing, the better they are becoming. That is the soulmate reading. You can contact me at theoracletimes@gmail.com or book a reading via the website. You'll see both URLs show up in the owl picture. You'll also see in the next few frames there's several options for readings. Very affordable short question readings available as well. I thank you for watching this reading. I do hope you enjoyed it. I also thank you for liking and commenting.